Mr. Bernardo, good morning.
Morning.
It's 11 o'clock in Florida. It's 8 a.m. in California. That's why I always say good morning. Good morning to you guys, too. We're going to talk all things UFC Fight Night, Bo Nickal fraud check. Fraud check on. Is that what, look, the kid's very talented. He was just not at the level that UFC was trying to sell him.
Yeah, and I think that the time too, right? The
What do you
time
mean?
the UFC pump him up to be a phenom. The guy didn't have that many
Exactly.
years of experience. Yeah.
Exactly. And any fighter with a little more experience will do that to him. You know, like
Yeah.
we the funny thing is like we did a whole breakdown of this last week, but we did it late in the week. We did like I think it was like Thursday morning, even Friday morning. Was it Friday? It was either Friday morning. I think it was Friday because it was Friday because I scheduled the video to air. I think it was like 11 a.m. and ended up being 11 p.m. on Saturday, the next day that the video was scheduled to go up. So I went to check and said, hey, let me see how the video is going. And there was no video. And then like the UFC was about to start and our video was going to go live like in 4 hours.
And our predictions are all correct.
Our predictions were correct. I posted before the fight. Based on what Bernardo told me. I had my bets on Reina the Reader. So I missed 4 fights in the entire event, but I got everything. I got the main event right, Cody Sanhagen. I got the co-main event right. The RDR. I got it right. I missed the Ponzinibbio against Rodriguez. Rodriguez ended up winning. I thought Ponzinibbio was gonna take. What else? That was it. Oh, and I missed the Misha Tate. That was embarrassing. I went with Misha Tate and the I forgot her name. The Maheta lady won. And everybody was giving me shit. I was like, we really win with Misha Tate? I was like, yeah, I know. You know, just like my old MMA days. I couldn't Well, but that was it. So, what do you think the performance of Bo Nickal and RDR? Like, how did you see the fight?
Yeah, it came out as I wish we had the video, but what I predicted, I thought that RDR was gonna just like I said, like Bo Nickal was scared of jiu-jitsu. I predicted that, and I knew that was gonna happen because of the fight against Paul. And I said in the videos, like I know RDR is gonna walk forward and force Bo Nickal to do things, and I feel like Bo Nickal. He even shot more times and tried to take down more times than Bo Nickal did.
Yeah.
And he got put in down, but then he played a little bit of ground and reversed Bo Nickal. And I feel that moment right there made Bo Nickal even more scared. It was like I was on top and I still couldn't control the guy. And
he was attacking too, right? Like he was like he was never letting the guy comfortable, right? Like he was like preparing like an arm lock or something like that. He was like moving all the time to like, hey, if you stop doing whatever you're doing, I'm gonna catch you.
And I don't know. Then when it went to striking, I felt Bo Nickal looked a little bit better on the first few times, and he was like he hit like a couple of good strong hands on the beginning, and that made RDR clinch. But after that knee right there to the body, just you could see Bo Nickal.
He felt. Did you watch the fight? He felt a knee on the first round, big time. But the camera kind of had like his back.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see, but he was kind of like holding on to RDR, so he didn't like fucking dismantle to the ground. He took a hard knee on the body, and I noticed right away he was like, oh, and I'm guessing that's what turned on the knee thing for RDR because it was like.
After
He
that,
started like beating him up with the knees after he was trying. He's like, "Oh, this one landed. A couple more will be the end of it." And but like to a quick recap, it happened just like you said. Like he was not scared to go to the ground with Bo Nickal. Take me down, yeah, fine, take me down. And Bo Nickal never experienced that because everybody's so afraid. It's like, oh my god, he's gonna take me down. He's gonna do this. It's like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah. I feel like the biggest mistake for Bo Nickal is one thing you're being scared of jiu-jitsu, another thing you're respecting. If you respect someone's jiu-jitsu and ground game, it's okay. You still can fight the guy that's better than you. The problem if you're scared, it makes you have reactions too that doesn't help you. And I think that's what happened with Bo Nickal. He was so scared of putting the guy down and just like controlling. He could put him down, ground and pound a little bit, come back up, find the standing again.
Yeah.
Then, but now he made the guy comfortable. So he made RDR comfortable, and RDR was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like beat him up a little bit. It's like, hey, get up, motherfucker, and then take him down again. That's his thing, right? Like, yeah, that makes sense. He just doesn't have the maturity to do that type of game. I guess.
No,
it's too early in the game, and that's why, like, we're not shitting on Bo Nickal. It's just like people. I see a lot of hate on a kid, but people. He's just not ready for all that game yet. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, you're fucking facing, like,
no,
you know,
the whole thing that people,
he's just not on that level. It doesn't mean he's not on a good level. He's just not on the experience level where he needs to be. His striking is very bad too.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole thing people forget is only because RDR, it's the third fight on the UFC, but the whole thing is this. Now he has 100% finish on the UFC.
Yeah.
And he is a guy that was undefeated for 20 fights. The only 2 losses that he get, it's about to the same guy. So maybe the style wasn't good. But the guy was undefeated his whole career. And Bo Nickal has, like, you know, it's like, and people are like, that's why it's like, you can't shit on Bo Nickal. It's like, man, this guy was 20-2,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like
double one champion.
He finished he finished 2 guys prior to Bo Nickal that were way more experienced than Bo Nickal was.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
I gave a lot of shit to him because I thought it was so funny because we were talking levels, and his first thing, maybe he was so nervous because he tried to take the guy down and he took him down. He took himself down. Remember, like, he tried a trip and he ended up falling down. And I was like, say, look, this guy came over, like, double champion. He, like, great takedowns. His takedowns so good that he took himself down and this said a lot of shit. But look, the guy is just too awkward, and but it works. I saw a picture of him and Drico Duplessis. Yeah. Okay, that's it, man. That's the future, I guess.
No, I think RDR is gonna have a fast career, even more now. You know, that's like when he beats a guy that has the hype.
Yeah, people loved him after the fight.
Yeah,
I don't know where all the negativity comes from. Bo Nickal, he's just like he puts that image like he's too arrogant, and I think he did that too early in the game. You know, like he was like, oh, I'm so fucking good, and people are giving like all kinds of crap because he was talking about winning against Khamzat Chimaev, and they're like, oh yeah, we are on a collision path, and this and that, and it's like, dude, chill out, you're not there yet.
I feel like he managed the hype that the UFC gave to him in the wrong way.
Yes,
he could have let the UFC hype him, all that stuff, and still be humble and still like enjoy the moment.
Yes,
everything will be good.
And people
once you get into the hype,
he's a good-looking kid. He's white. He's blonde. He's a fucking champion. People will say, "Look, this kid is that surfer kid that went to 1-2. What's his name? He looked like an action figure, like a GI Joe action. Remember? I totally forgot his name. His first fighting one, someone fucking smashed his skull.
Yeah, Cosmo, the Brazilian guy, broke his face in 2 different places.
Fucking broke his jaw.
Northcutt.
Sage Northcutt, yes. It was just like that. That kid was loved by everyone because he was also smiling. He was awful. He was not that good at all, but he was good looking. He was so nice. He was like high-fiving everyone, and that was it. Bo Nickal, if Bo Nickal did that same thing, people would be super upset on Saturday after he lost.
I feel like it's the UFC always trying to find the all-American boy, right?
All-American hero again, like the hero figure, right? Like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
And Bo Nickal is from wrestling, right? So it's like it could be almost more American than that, you know?
Yeah, he brings the fan base, right?
Yeah, and Penn State, super traditional, one of the best teams in wrestling. And I feel like a lot of the hate, too, from the fans, it's from those fans, the wrestling fans, from another school, and don't like,
you think so?
They don't like Bo Nickal. That's what it was.
Yeah, that could be that, too. It could be that, too, definitely, yeah. Huh. Well, fun times. Now, in a way, it still hypes up Bo Nickal for his next fight.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to tune in and see what's going to happen. If he loses again, it's the end of it. But you know, and RDR. I always say this about the UFC. They never match where something they're gonna lose something.
Yeah.
Right. In this case, what was in stake? It was the hype of Bo Nickal. Because a lot of people in Brazil were talking about that. I say, look, they're gonna kill this kid's hype. They could have worked this kid a little more, but no. They fucking now RDR is a superstar. Alex Pereira level, but he's a star. Everybody wants to see this guy fight next. Everybody's talking about this guy. This guy is being, and he is nice. He was like, I saw a post after like 2-3 hours after the event was over. He was still around taking pictures with people outside of the arena or something like that. So he's enjoying that moment, you know. And he didn't even get the push from the UFC, and he's enjoying the moment because now he made his way into the hype. So he took the hype literally from Bo Nickal. So
and it's not that Bo Nickal doesn't have a future and a career in the UFC. It's just that again, it was. I think people forgot that only because that's what it is too. It's everyone that most of the guys that came from one failed really bad.
Yeah, from everywhere. When I say the UFC is a different level of competition, it is.
So
it truly is.
So maybe the UFC thought that, you know, but then
maybe they like that a little bit.
Yeah,
Just like
no, of course
bring a champion from another division.
Yeah,
get the
double
guy
champion, and we have this guy that has 8
by a kid with 5 fights. And that's what I'm saying. Like when they put a match like that, Bo Nickal against RDR, a fucking almost unbeaten guy with a flawless record against a kid that's just starting but has a huge potential. They're not killing the kid's hype. They creating hype everywhere. So Bo Nickal, he has one more fight where he's gonna sell a lot, or he's gonna bring a lot of attention, maybe more attention now.
Yeah.
In RDR, they literally just built a new fucking star.
Yeah. No, not now. RDR not in the numbers, but he pretty much became like top 5 of the weight class.
Yes, exactly. At least in attention, right? Like where people wants to see it and things like that.
Even more the weight class. Even more the weight class that's like not having so much hype, you know, because Duplessis doesn't fight the nicest way, and Strickland is lost twice to him, so it's like now they need a new person. So it's like it's him and Chimaev, but then they need someone that can, you know, maybe in the future handle with Chimaev. So it like now they saw this guy can handle some wrestlers and has a good jiu-jitsu. Maybe like it's for the UFC. I feel like for the UFC it's good too that not that happened, but he got the hype from Bo Nickal because now he has one more guy in that weight class that they can hype up and mix in those things and try to make like a new person, you know, to like be more excited. Yeah. And it's always good to have different people from different countries, you know. It's like Netherlands.
I was just gonna say that now they also have that hype in Europe that they also love and look for it like all the time, because we're gonna talk about this guy next. He's fighting this week, Benoit Saint-Denis. I guess it's pretty fair to say his hype is gone, right? Like after two or three losses in a row. So I guess the UFC always trying to aim some star in Europe because it's a huge market for them. I guess they just got one, and again, not by accident, against the Bo Nickal thing.
Yeah.
And on the just to end that is like this: Bo Nickal smashes him and finishes him. They're like, see, look, this guy was a double champion for one, comes here, gets beat by a kid with 5 fights. That's it. We are the UFC. You know, it's I love how they do this. I love how they manage to do this. They never lose. It's always like someone is always like Durinho, like Gilbert Burns. Mm-hmm. Our good friend Gilbert Burns is going to fight in 2 weeks, right? If he wins, fucking Gilbert Burns, he just stopped a kid that's 18-0, right? So it pushes him to like a new, maybe like even a new title run, because then that puts Burns 2 or 3 fights away from a new title shot.
Yes.
If he loses, the kid, Morales, say, look, he just beat Gilbert Burns. This kid is a fucking real deal. Yeah. And they're going to start pushing this kid. It's always like that. It's awesome. All right. And the last fight, just talk about I guess there was no surprises there, right? Like Corey Sanhagen and Daveson.
No, no. I was just surprised for the jiu-jitsu part, the grappling part, because I thought Sanhagen, with his how long he is and how well he managed the distance and things like that, I thought he was just going to keep grinding
Mhm.
and grinding and grinding and grinding into. But I don't know. I think it made the fight a little bit more excited when that happened. It's like it made
Yeah.
it a little bit different than I was expecting.
I like how he was ready to respond, like with
Yeah.
with jiu-jitsu too. It's like, because Daveson's strategy, I don't know if Daveson was hurt already, but
Hmm.
Daveson was weird. Like, he had a weird strategy. I think the wrong strategy, because on that video that never went out,
Hmm.
we talked. Daveson has no chance, but he has a chance of landing a fucking punch. He has 5 rounds to connect one good punch, and that's his chance. Other than that, I thought we said like he'll lose a decision or something like that. And I think he knew that his strategy was like, yeah, don't exchange with this guy, take him to the ground and then do jiu-jitsu. He was fucking trying that leg lock, almost cost him the fight on round 1, and then he cost him the fight on round 2. And what I liked about Sanhagen is that he didn't shy away. He was like, "Oh, you want to do jiu-jitsu? Let's do jiu-jitsu, motherfucker." It's like,
And,
oh,
and for his career, for him, it's good because now they see he's a complete fighter.
yeah. And that what happened to Davidson was no accident. He
No.
did whatever he was doing that on that going up thing that put Davidson's knee out, and
Yeah.
and it was a jiu-jitsu thing. Davidson didn't realize. The thing with the knees is that, right? Like, when you feel it, it's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So, weird fight for Daveson. Carson Higgins is asking for a title fight. Do you think he'll get a title fight next? He needs to wait, right? Like, there's
Yeah, yeah. There's Chito Veras fighting oh my god, forgot his name. The
I'm
kid
gonna
that
put
beat Aldo.
Oh yes. I know the Mexican kid, right?
Yeah. On the same day, the champion is fighting. So we see what happened.
No,
Maybe because it
Mario
not
Mario Bautista. We
Marvel.
have Sean O'Malley fighting Mirab for the title
Yeah.
already. Then we have number 2 in the rank. We have Peter Yan. Number 3, Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
So we got to think like this. Unless Sean O'Malley wins, which I don't think he will,
Yeah.
then I guess Peter Young will be next. They have grounds for a rematch. If they don't want to do a immediate rematch for Merab, right?
Yeah.
They have grounds for that fight, that very controversial fight in Abu Dhabi. Peter Young won, and they gave the nod to Sean O'Malley. But other than that, if Merab wins, he just beat Peter Young. He just beat Umar Nurmagomedov. So Corey Sanhagen is next for sure. Marlon Vera, I don't think Marlon Vera is number 7, and he's fighting number 10. I think that fight is to push Mario Bautista up, then just using Marlon Vera as a step. Yeah,
Yeah, Chito tomorrow.
yeah. Cheeto Vera is Marlon Vera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daveson that doesn't change a lot. I guess Song Yadong is going to take Daveson's position on the rank.
Yeah.
Because Daveson fought number 4, Corey. So Corey doesn't move up. He just beat a world champion. So he's probably got credentials for a title fight again. Let's see.
Yeah.
But all right. So stay tuned. If if we have some breaking news, we'll come back. See you guys. Thanks.